Hello there! Today we are going to learn how to use intonation to distinguish between a question, a statement, and a command. After today's class, we should be able to pronounce words correctly, put stress in correct places according to the meaning intended, use the correct intonation to distinguish between commands, questions, and statements, and also use expressions with appropriate stress placement and correct intonation. If you're all set, then let's start. Remember, we defined intonation as the way the pitch of your voice goes up and down as you talk or recite something by singing it. Now let's see how intonation differs with questions, statements, and commands. Questions. These are statements that ask information about you or the person you are talking to. Let's start with yes and no questions. If the question is a yes or no question, the voice rises at the end of a question. For example, do you like your new teacher? Yes, I do. Have you finished already? No, not yet. May I borrow your dictionary? Yes, you can. Do you have any magazines? No, I do not. Do you sell stamps? No, we don't. Now, if the question is an information question, in other words, you are asking a question with where, when, what, which, why, which kind of, and questions with how, then you should let your voice fall at the end of a question. For example, what country do you come from? Where do you work? Which of them do you prefer? When does the shop open? How many books have you bought? Which coat is yours? Whose bag is this? Now we also have question tags. These are statements requesting confirmation rather than questions. Not all tag questions are really questions. Some of them ask for confirmation or invite agreement. In this case, we use a falling tone at the end. For example, he thinks he's so clever, doesn't he? She's such a nuisance, isn't she? I failed the test because I didn't revise, did I? It doesn't seem to bother him much, does it? Now we also have statements or declaratives. This is something that you write or say in a formal or official way. For example, nice to meet you. I'll be back in a minute. Doesn't she live here anymore? Dad wants to change his car. Here is the weather forecast. Cloudy weather is expected at the end of the week. We should work more often. I'm going for a walk in the park. Now let's take a look at commands or imperatives. Commands are a type of sentence in which someone is being told to do something. For example, write your name here. Show me what you've written. Leave it on the desk. Take that picture down. Throw that out. Put your books on the table. Take your hands out of your pockets. So now this brings us to the end of today's lesson. Today, we learned how to differentiate the intonation of questions, commands, and statements, and also the types of interrogative sentences we have in English. Now, it's assessment time.